W.F. Howes presents an unabridged recording of The Pink Line by Mark Gevisser, narrated by Mark Gevisser and Vikas Adam.
An identity is questioned only when it is menaced, as when the mighty begin to fall, or when the wretched begin to rise, or when the stranger enters the gates, never thereafter to be a stranger. Identity would seem to be the garment with which one covers the nakedness of the self, in which case it is best that the garment be loose, a little like the robes of the desert, through which one's nakedness can always be felt and sometimes discerned. This trust in one's nakedness is all that gives one the power to change one's robes. James Baldwin, The Devil Finds Work, an Essay, 1976. Author's Note on terminology. I like the word queer because of its double valence. As well as having been reappropriated by people across the world to describe themselves, queer means different or skewed. To see things from a queer perspective is to look at the world askance, to see it afresh. But frankly, it's also convenient. It's a catch-all that can hold, well, most of the L's, the B's, the G's, the T's, and everybody else in the expanding alphabet. For this reason, however, it's sometimes lost its queer meaning, particularly in the United States. If everyone is queer, no one is. I hope to get the right balance here. Also, in some parts of the world, including the United Kingdom, African American communities, and my native South Africa, queer remains awkward. This is because it is still so often used as a slur. It is also rejected by some transgender people who are very clear, like Liam, whom you will hear about, that they are straight. I've done my best to use the language the people I write about feel most comfortable with. I describe Liam as a straight transgender man because this is how he describes himself. Sean, who was assigned female at birth, is genderqueer and prefers the they pronouns. So this is how I identify them too, despite the grammatical infelicity. I've endeavored to abide by this principle, even though this leads to inevitable inconsistencies in the text. Some people speak of LGBT rights in communities, some of LGBTI ones, some of LGBTQ, of LGBTIQ, LGBTQ+, etc.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?